Hi there everyone, it's Simon from Hogan & Mitchell Physio, and today I'm going to be talking about pain, alright? So don't worry, I'm not going to cause any pain except by boredom maybe, but I'm going to talk about pain and basically how we get it and maybe it not being quite what you think it is, okay? So pain's a massive deal, right? About 40% of all of the reasons that people see your GP for is for pain. Pain in your joints, in your back, in your muscles, in anything. So about 40% of that is due to musculoskeletal problems. So pain's a big deal. So hopefully what we're trying to do is spread the word about pain and try and help you understand what it is. And sometimes that can make it actually a little bit less, but we won't go into that today. But basically, if you know what pain is and what it is, and maybe that it doesn't necessarily mean that there's harm or damage going on, it can be real helpful. So yeah, please share this maybe at the end with anyone you know who you might think needs it. Okay, so here we go. One of my pet topics. So we're going to talk about this picture behind me. So I'm going to move to the side and we'll go through it and hopefully it works, okay? So here we got a brain, okay? Here we got a spinal cord. And here we go down to a nerve to our left and a nerve to our right, okay? And these things are supposed to represent the tiny little nerve receptors, the sensory nerve receptors, and they'll be in your muscles, in your bones, in your tendons, in your ligaments, in all of the kind of tissues, or in your discs as well, on the outer part of the disc, okay? So they're in everything, and they're constantly feeding back information back up to your brain, all right? Now, there's no such thing as a pain nerve in your body. That's right, there's no such thing as a pain nerve in your body, all right? So you've only got sensory nerves, okay? And that's what these things are, these sensory receptors, okay? So they send only 3 different types of information up to the brain, all right? So we've got thermal information, so that's hot and cold. Chemical information, all right? So it could be lactic acid, that could be inflammatory chemicals in the area. And we've got the third type, which is mechanical information. I'll say that again, mechanical information. So we've got 3 different types of subcategory of that. So we've got stretch, we've got pressure, and we've got load, or we could call it exercise, okay? So all that information about what's going on in the local area, in the muscle, tendon, ligament, bones, disc, etc., is going up the nerve, up the spinal cord, into the brain. And the brain's then got to have a bit of a meeting, okay? So we could call it the meeting room in the brain, all right? It's like when you have a meeting at work and everyone goes into the meeting and you all discuss stuff and there's got to be an outcome of the meeting, okay? Something's got to move forward, there's got to be a decision made, okay? So that's kind of what goes on in the brain. Now, the brain's got ultimately 2 options. If it thinks that the output signifies danger, you get pain. That's right, pain. But if it thinks there's no danger, then you'll feel something else. You might feel it's hot, cold, irritable, itchy. You might feel a stretch. You might feel pressure. And you might feel a bit of just, the muscles working hard, okay? So there's loads of stuff that can go on, but basically it all comes down to danger or no danger. Okay. Now, one last thing, and then I'll shut up. This information goes up here, but other stuff going on in the brain can either make the pain go up or down, okay? So if you give someone lack of sleep, guess what happens? Their pain threshold comes down, so you get pain quicker, all right? Or if you make someone laugh and happy, their pain threshold goes up a bit. They can cope with it a bit more. They're happy. All right? So there's all sorts of weird and funky stuff going on, but basically this is how the pain system works. So it's not all about harm or damage or horrible stuff like that. But if you do get pain, it is your body saying, I think there's danger. And then you've got to come to someone like us or your doctor and say, right, well, what's going on? Is there danger? Do I need to be worried? Or actually, is it just pain? I don't need to worry about it, but I do want it to go away, all right? And that's where we come in, and we'll help you out, okay? So thanks for watching. Share with anyone you need, and yeah, hopefully live pain-free.